Welcome back to another Funger Guide. If you couldn't tell by that ethereal humming in the background, there it is. We're doing the Dark Priests, otherwise known as the Sons of Gorgoroth, otherwise known as Enki background characters, or otherwise known as the Dark Priest. Alright, if you're doing a speed runs, particularly Ragnarok, what you want to do is just pick up the short bow class and just shoot them dead, shoot them twice with an arrow, right, in the overworld, and then go into the combat. First round, you hit the lantern arm of the only arm full, opposite of armless priest. But in this case, we're gonna just go into it directly with Darce because not everyone wants to start with Ragnarok's short bow. So if you're just going straight into combat with the Dark Priest, first thing you're gonna want to do is take off each lantern arm of the priest, because each lantern arm of the priest can use priest lantern. I know, right? Lantern arm of the priest uses priest lantern. Priest lantern has the chance to not only do like 30 to 40 fire damage at once, it also gives you the on fire status effect because it was a lantern full of fire, which then drains 10% of your max health every round, right? Besides that, the priest also has another move that is telegraphed by the phrase "sounds like the priest is chanting something," right? And then that is going to be a coin flip, which will then result in your death if you do not guess it correctly. Now, of course, when it comes to that coin flip, as for any other coin flip, just guard to get past the coin flip. Remember to look for that phrase that says "sounds like the priest is chanting something," and then once you get that, guard for that round. You'll be able to pass the coin flip with no problem because somehow holding your arms up stops the entire beck and call of Grogoroth. How the frick that works. And I would also like to mention, if you couldn't tell by the background ambiance, once you kill the individual priests in the room, their actual chanting noise and doing the overworld stops. So cool attention to detail. Another thing I'd like to note for the priest fight is that afterwards you do want to make sure you loot both these bodies because they are actually both pretty damn important. One thing they'll drop is the purified talisman, which you need to get through the door, just the door to the elemental table, chart, anvil, Minecraft enchanting table thing. I can't remember, but the purified talisman is how you get that door open. Priest lantern is really good for doing that DOT, that percent health damage, 10% health damage each turn. You can apply that to bosses with the priest lantern, but has a pretty low chance of working. It's not a 100% chance of working. You can just use a throwing dart instead for poison effect, which also does 10% max health damage. If you want a fire damage over time, you're just going to go for a pyromancy trick. Just use a soul stone for pyromancy trick. Speaking of soul stone, on the other priests, you should be able to find a soul stone, right? Soul stones, you know how they work. You go to corpse, use a soul stone, then have a lesser soul stone. That's like currency for leveling up. You use that, get your pyromancy trick. Because honestly, the priest lantern is not reliable. But you get purified talisman, soul stone, priest lantern. That is a huge thing of good items. There's a fourth item. If you don't find all three priests, you find there are only two. That's kind of unfortunate because the third priest is just a single priest fight, which is much easier because you don't have to worry about one lantern arm and one dude chanting, right? And also gives you a higher chance for them to drop priest robe. And priest robe is not only important later on in the game for getting a free empty scroll, it also really helps with Valtiel's fight because you'll never realize how little magic res you have until you're actually fighting Valtiel. So, yeah. Overall, pretty easy fight. If you want to get through it quickly, just use two bows and arrow. Start with Ragnarok, get the bow and arrow. Just pluck two arrows, nice and easy, right at one of them. Then just take out their lantern arms. Then you can just execute them from there from torso attacks and guard when they start chanting, right? But it's very important that you do kill them because their loot is pretty damn valuable. So anyway, good luck in your Funger runs. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.